You've probably heard the expression forgiving is good, but don't you forget what they did. What do you think Jesus would say about that? Well, here's what he said in the Sermon on the Mount. You have heard that it was said, eye for an eye and tooth for a tooth. But I say to you, resist not evil. Resist not evil. You have heard that it was said, an eye for an eye, and a tooth for a tooth. But I say unto you, resist not evil. But when someone strikes you on the cheek, which is on the right side of your face, turn to them the other cheek also. This is from Matthew chapter 5, verses 38 to 39. Now, these teachings of Jesus are really challenging, aren't they? Because he's basically saying the way of the world is wrong. If someone does something bad to you, the way of the world is to retaliate, to get even, to do bad back to them, or at least feel bad so that they know that they did something wrong. But Jesus says there's another way. He says, I don't want you to resist evil. I don't want you to fight evil. I want you to overcome evil with good. And how do we do that? Well, in this passage, Jesus gives us one example. He says, if somebody strikes you on the cheek, which is the right side of your face, because most people are right-handed, turn to them the other cheek also. Now, what's the purpose of this illustration? Well, Jesus wants to teach us about 3 things. Number 1, he wants us to teach us to not retaliate, not to resist evil with evil, but to overcome evil with good. Number 2, he teaches us that forgiveness is not optional. We are called to forgive, even though it may not feel good, even though we may feel like we're taking the low road or the weak road, but it's actually the strong road. And thirdly, Jesus teaches us here that we should never hold grudges, that we should not keep a record of wrongs. You see, when you hold a grudge, when you keep a record of wrongs, it is like you are keeping a log of all the bad stuff that people have done to you. And then you use that log to beat them with, to harm them with, to accuse them with. But Jesus says, don't keep a record of wrongs. Forgive them. So my question to you is this: who do you need to forgive today? Who do you need to turn the other cheek to? Who do you need to show mercy to? And may I also add that sometimes we need to show mercy to ourselves. We need to forgive ourselves for the wrongs that we've done. We need to acknowledge our guilt and confess our sin and seek God's forgiveness. But ultimately, Jesus forgives us. So we need to learn from him and become better forgivers. Well, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope that you enjoyed it.